Morning all. I am down here again in the lower pepper field. I've decided to do a little experiment. So we're not going to talk about this main field this morning. We're going to talk about another one. And let y'all follow along as we do this and see if I'm crazy. Okay, probably am. But just decided that this is a little experiment we're going to try. I think I know some of the downfalls to this. I think I know some of the problems that I'm going to see. But I'm willing to give it a shot. So, we sell plants, as most of you know, and we grow a lot of peppers, as you can see behind us. And this is just part of it. We got another about a 30 by 120 plot behind the barn. It's got our ahis and a lot of our sweet peppers in it. So this is another plot. Now, it's already crowded because I came back in and added some peppers the other day. But I've thought about it. I've got a lot of plants left over. I overdid it this year on sales. And I'm going to crowd it. So these are 4-foot fabrics. So 1, 2, 3. And traditionally what I do is 1 roll, and then the next fabric will get 3 rolls, and then 1 roll, 3 rolls. You get it. So what I've come back in and I added a roll, knowing it's going to be tight. But I've decided I'm going to do another roll. It's actually going to be about 6 rolls. So this truly will be a pepper jungle. That's what we call our pepper field. As things get bigger, the plants start to take over, the spacing starts to merge together. We call it a pepper jungle. Because it truly does become a jungle by the end of the season. But trying to get max production out of a small area is going to prove or be unproven here. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 pieces of 4-foot per fabric, and obviously they overlap, so you know it's not going to be exact, but that's roughly 36 feet. So with the overlap, I'm probably about 35 foot, and this is roughly a 30-foot long plot. Some of it I've got shortened up because the chickens are occupying part of the area. We use our chickens for fertilization and so forth of the field. Sorry about squinting. The sun is very bright this morning. It's probably been a better video in the evening, but I know I'm going to be busy this evening, so it's not going to happen. So, what y'all think? Think I'm crazy? This will be the tightest I've ever planted. I've came close to this before, but not this close. And it definitely is going to be a mess by the end of the season. You think we're going to be able to harvest? Have you tried something similar before? You think this close of a spacing will hurt production? I don't know. But I think it'll work. I think the plants will grow. Now, what I think I do know is it's going to be hard to tell where one plant stops and the next plant ends. So we put a few hundred more in the ground just about 2 days ago, and I'm getting ready to do a few hundred more right now. Probably, I don't know, probably 200. I didn't get a count. So it's going to be interesting. Thought it'd be a fun experiment, and as I said, I've got a lot of plants left over from sales, and I hate to just throw them in the compost. So I say let's give it a try. All right, guys. Hey, follow along for this video series. I may set this up as a separate tab. I may not. It may just be under my pepper grow. Guys, we're pushing 4,000 plants this year. I haven't got an exact total. We may be over 4,000 at this point. So keep up. If you need plants next season, holler at us. We got a few left this season, so if you need some plants this season, I might be able to hook you up. And we sell seeds. Seeds sales will start. Well, we got some of seeds available now, but if you want a good, real big selection, that'll start a little bit later, because we'll start saving seeds. I have already started isolating, and I will do some more isolating today. So all the seeds that I sell, unless they're noted, sometimes somebody requests a seed that I don't have isolated, and I may have a non-isolated seed that I keep for myself, and so I may list that, but that's rare. And all of our seeds will be isolated unless they state clearly non-isolated. They will always be isolated seeds. So don't have to worry about cross-pollination. To an extent, anybody that tells you it's a 100% thing on that their seeds can't be cross-pollinated is kidding themselves. Because even with the isolation bags that we use, there is always a chance of a pollinator crossing from one plant to another. Now, grant you, that's probably 1% of 1% of a chance, you know. So it ain't much of a chance. So I have actually don't think I've ever had an isolated pepper have a cross-pollination situation happen, but it can. Let me show you a pepper though before I get you off here. Let's do a little pepper sample. So over here is our bequinos. Now, we haven't pulled no blooms off these guys, but I can tell you my wife, Tiffany, has really been pulling some peppers off of them and eating them like crazy. So this probably needed another day or two. This is a bequino red. See if I can get you a little better picture. Tiffany has fell in love with these. Hey, if you want to watch more pepper tasting, we're starting to get some ripe peppers. We'll do some tasting. We'll do some quick ones here in the field sometimes while we're doing our tours. And we'll also sit down and do some so we can do a full discussion. Now these are quite mild. Packed of seeds. Real fruity. Not over top of fruity like a Trinidad Scorpion if you ever had one, which is a lot hotter. When you bite into this, you think it's going to be super hot, because that's the flavor it kind of gives you off the top, but it's not. Way milder than a jalapeno. Yeah, we're not even hot cherry hot. This is probably poblano hot. It makes you want to think it's going to be kill you hot, but it's hot. Maybe got a little bit of smokiness to it. Seeds are annoying. Get stuck in your teeth. But it's such a good pepper. So that's bequino red. We also have bequino yellow. Probably not quite as good a pepper, the yellow version. Still good, just not as full flavored. So, all right, guys, make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, share. If you want to see more of this year, there's definitely going to be more. Show you one more thing before I get you off here. So it's been about 5 to 7 days since I posted or recorded my last video on the pepper jungle. We got lots of peppers turning, but I want to show you one that kind of excites me. Now, I'm worried about the form on this pepper. It's supposed to be a yellow Caribbean habanero. I think it's the yellow Caribbean. I'll have to look at my tag. But it's looking more like a Scotch bonnet. Tell me what you guys think. Let's see. These were bought seeds. I won't say from where. Yellow Caribbean habanero. And I haven't bothered looking this up, but I didn't remember yellow Caribbean habanero looking this way. Looks an awful lot like a Scotch bonnet. But they are starting to ripen. I've got a few. So it's exciting. I'll show you one more. Look at this. Look at this. Ain't this beautiful? Am I the only one that gets excited when your peppers start looking like this? So this is very exciting too. These are Puma habaneros. And I got some Puma habaneros over here. And I've got our relics this way, which is a Puma cross that we are working with. The relic is in early stages. But here is our Pumas. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, doesn't that excite you? Now you see the green on that pepper? This pepper is not ripe yet. Now, they should start turning any day. Got another one over here that's a little bit different looking, that I think might be, let's check my tag. No, it is a Puma. So, a little variation. The first plant I showed you is what I'm used to so that one there, a little bit different looking, but it may just be that one pepper. The rest of them may come in looking just like they're supposed to. Sorry about the sun behind me. That's rough, I know. But we're trying to stay on top of it. We got weeding to do. Even though we use weed fabric, some of the weeds are relentless. We'll be doing some comparison videos this year. We have a lot of cool peppers. We have grew out a lot of cayennes this year, more varieties than I think I ever have. Jalapenos, I may not have more than I've ever had, but I'm close. And so we're going to do some comparison videos. We're already noticing some of the differences that they're cranking out as they're growing in production and plant habit. And we'll talk about what we like and don't like. And then our Anaheims. Well, these are Highlander Anaheims, hatch chilies. We also got some big gems growing, but our Anaheims are cranking out. Done picked a lot. It's a very rewarding pepper. That guy's ready to pick. That guy's ready to pick. For me, it's important to keep the stress relieved off your plant by picking your fruit and not letting it all go to maturity. You seem to get much more fruit that way. And that's what I want, is more. All right, guys, have a good one. God bless.